This tutorial will look at how to allocate common costs between two parties using the Shapley value method. So a common cost is referred to a shared expense between two or more parties. So the real question is how much of the shared cost should be allocated to each party? Should it be 50%? Should it be more or less than that? And we'll look at the Shapley value method and how to do this. The example that we'll use in this tutorial is two construction companies, and they need to rent equipment. Company A can rent the equipment for $26,000. Company B can rent it for $14,000, or they can rent it together for a cost of $36,000. So using the common cost of $36,000, we're going to calculate the rental cost for each company under the Shapley value method. So the question is how much of the $36,000 to allocate to each party. So the Shapley value method is going to look at some cost combinations and then allocate the cost based on the average of those combinations. So I'm going to demonstrate how to solve using the Shapley value method in the Excel that I have up on the screen. So I've taken the information provided and I've just input it. So again, Company A can rent the equipment on their own for $26,000. Company B can rent on their own for $14,000, or the two companies can share the rental cost at a cost of $36,000. So the first step is to allocate costs assuming each company is a primary party. So primary party refers to being the main party who will be using the equipment primarily. So let's start with Company A as our primary party. So if Company A is a primary party, their cost is going to be what they would have paid had they rented the equipment on their own, which is $26,000, and as given in the information. Therefore, Company B is considered the incremental party, and they're going to pay the difference. If the common cost is $36,000, Company B will pay the difference of $10,000. So in this case, Company B is the incremental party. And your total cost should always equal the common cost of $36,000. So then you move to the next party and you assume that party is the primary party. So in this case, now we'll consider Company B as being primary party. So that means our Company A is the incremental party. So then Company B's cost would be whatever they would have paid had they rented the equipment on their own. And in this case, as given in the information, $14,000. So Company A then would pay the difference. So if $36,000 is our common cost and $14,000 is allocated to Company B, then Company A would pay $22,000. And then total costs again are a value of $36,000. So moving into step 2, we're going to use the cost calculated from step 1 for each party as a primary and incremental party and take the average. That average will be the cost to be allocated. So for Company A, for example, as a primary party, they're going to be expected to pay $26,000. And then for Company A as an incremental party, they're expected to pay $22,000. You take the average of those two values. So we'll do a total of $48,000. And you take the average of that total is $24,000. So this is the cost to be allocated to Company A. And then we do the same for Company B. So if Company B were the primary party, as calculated in step 1, they would pay $14,000. And as the incremental party, as calculated in step 1, they would be 10,000. They would pay 10,000 for a total of 24,000. The average of 24,000 is 12,000. So under the common cost allocation using the Shapley value method, Company B is going to pay 12,000. Company A is going to pay 24,000. So in summary, under the Shapley value method, you take the values calculated from step 2. So if the two companies share the cost of the rental, Company A will pay 24,000 and Company B should pay 12,000. And this again comes to a total cost of 36,000. Again, this is looking at the possible cost combinations and taking the average of that cost combinations. So under the Shapley value method, to step 1, determine the cost for each company as if they were the primary party and then the incremental party. Take the primary and incremental cost calculated from step 1 and determine the average. That average will be the cost to be allocated to the company. And then just remember that the sum of costs allocated between the parties should always equal the common costs that you're given. Thank you for watching. This concludes this tutorial.